snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It is your boy Gage here with the Loading Snacks crew. To my left is
Coop,
and to his left is
Sin.
and we are here to bring you hashtag ICYMI just in case you missed it, which is last week's news.
Yes, sir.
So we jump right in?
Let's get it.
Dive right in?
Yeah, we got something to
Fly
talk
right
about.
in? Without any further
Coast.
ado.
number one.
Through a video released to their YouTube channel, Disney announced that there will be no Disney Infinity 4.0 this year. Instead, the core teams working on the game will release updates to Infinity 3.0 throughout the year, including the March 15th release of Marvel Battlegrounds. So, before we get into not doing a new Disney Infinity, let's just discuss that the description for Marvel Battlegrounds is Marvel superheroes characters in a Smash Brothers meets Power Stone 4v4 every man for himself brawl. Smash Brothers.
Yeah, those Smash Brothers and Power Stone have me very, very intrigued when I hear that.
So they dropped the trailer. The trailer is interesting.
Okay.
They're releasing multiple new characters. So they showed Black Panther, which would be new to Disney Infinity. They showed, they actually showed the black suited Spider-Man, which originally was only available on like the PSP or the Vita version of like Infinity.
So that's cool.
2.0 or something like that.
Chance to have them. That's cool.
They showed there's a new Captain America, which is based on the Civil War.
Okay.
So this is gonna hit, we getting ready to go into the Civil War, what have you. What's cool about it is it has its own, like the game has its own storyline. So there's a story to it. It's not just you're in this thing doing 4v4, but you can pick basically any of the villains that came from 2.0, which was the Marvel version of the game, and whoever else they release going forward. So it looks pretty cool. I mean, it just looks like wrecking and fighting.
And the good stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Vision is one of the new characters they're adding in.
Okay.
He can phase through the ground and come up, uppercut dudes and do.
So do you need 3.0 to play Battlegrounds?
Yes.
Okay.
You need 3.0 in order to
That's
play
important for you all to know.
And of course you need characters from 2.0 and or characters that are going to be released. But I think it's interesting getting past that Battlegrounds portion, which is getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
To realize, okay, they do have a platform here, right? In Infinity 3.0. They are intending to do new Star Wars stuff.
Of course.
They are doing new Disney stuff, so they're releasing like a Baloo character because they have the live action Jungle Book coming out. But of course, this is a Baloo that's based on the cartoon. He looks like he's dancing to the bare necessities.
That's my jam.
Is that your jam? Can you sing it? Can you sing it word for word?
For the bare necessities, the simple bare. Okay, keep.
All right, that's enough of that. Thank you. Okay, play that in slow mo. Yeah, so I mean, I just think it's a good idea that they essentially in the original version of Disney Infinity, it was focused on Disney. Then they went to Marvel. Then they did Star Wars. Okay. But in the process of doing that, they had to bring in other teams because the original game was designed around the Disney Infinity toy box was designed around. There was a toy box in like the Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 3 video game. And so they used that as the basis for what they built Disney Infinity on.
Okay. That's nice. I like that.
Right? So the team at Avalanche that did that, but then because they were letting people make their own games, so like they had to bring in a team, a separate group to help build racing mechanics for the racing stuff and help, you know what I mean? So they had to bring so now they've done that. Those kind of different teams can focus on doing something like, we're a team that's good at putting stuff together that's a fighter, and we do mechanics and shooting, you know what I mean? And we're a team that does racing and, whatever. I just think it's cool that they can take what they already have, continue to release, new characters for it, and give you new content for something that you've already paid for. Now, they didn't talk cost.
course. Not yet.
Sure, it'll come.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good idea, not doing a 4.0. Like, they have this, they have all the stuff built on it, like you just said, they're adding something else. And that's just more characters with Jungle Book coming and probably Rogue One by the end of the year. They might start
I mean, they're also doing other live action movies. They're doing like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin live action,
Tarzan, stuff like that.
You don't want to put it out too soon and have all this other stuff come out. Yeah.
So there'll be plenty of stuff for everybody to go get.
Yep. Plus, they're doing new characters for the Zootopia movie, which is like now.
Yeah.
Like, Zootopia is getting ready to drop, so they got a couple characters coming from there. So it's cool. I just think it's good that they're doing it that way and not making people feel like, all right, I've been buying these joints every year.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta do this again. Nah, you're good. I think this holiday. There'll be something. Trust me.
Oh yeah. But they didn't get the money, but yeah, it's a good move.
Yeah. Cool.
Number 2.
The Xbox One March update will soon hit preview, and the update comes with some much sought after improvements, including the ability to purchase Xbox 360 backwards compatible games via the on-system game store, including party chat with Twitch streams, and customizable game DVR recording links. That's just a couple of the things. Right? But the Twitch stream thing is dope.
Absolutely.
You're Twitch streaming. Now the people who are in your party chat while you're Twitch streaming, you can choose to have that audio also included in your streams.
That's all I wanted. Yes, that's perfect. Yes.
Being able to change the lengths of your DVR recording. So right now, if you have it set to record, when you tell the system to record or use a controller to record a clip, it's an automatic 30-second clip. Whatever the last 30 seconds were, that's what it does. Now you will actually have an option to do 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I
like that.
Tutorial videos if you want to do something like that.
Right.
5 minutes.
They are going to be adding in 16 person party chat.
Okay.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, that can get messy.
It's a lot of people. I mean, it could, but sometimes you want to get in, you want to split up.
Yeah.
It's a party, right?
It is. The more the merrier, right?
It is until y'all trying to focus on Rainbow and everybody keep running their mouth in the party.
They ain't take away this. You can lock the party and you can kick from the party. So
that's all we need. Lock and kick.
Won't be a problem. That's actually, let's put that on shirts. Lock and kick, right?
Lock it, let's kick all you out of it.
Yeah, obviously with backwards compatibility, one of the biggest requests has been, obviously, look, a lot of people got rid of their 360s, they don't use them anymore, they're not hooked up anymore, or whatever. And it is a hassle to go in, even though they're free, and download those 360 games if they make them available, or if they are and you don't own it and you want to get it because you would play it or something like that. It just was a hassle to do it. So now you're able to do that directly from the system. Again, there are other updates. We did post to our Facebook page. You can also always check out Xbox Wire. That information is certainly there. And they did do a video on it on Xbox. This week in Xbox thing that Major Nelson does. So, but some pretty cool changes.
I'm absolutely looking forward to the update.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Number 3.
Taco Bell. The very same fast food late night munchie staple that brought you the famed Doritos Locos Tacos is at it again. This time with Cheetos. Canadian stores in the chain will offer Cheetos Crunch Wrap Sliders. They will be available in 3 varieties and will be infused with jalapeno flavored Cheetos.
Cheetos on tacos.
Stoner food.
I never thought I would hear that. Now I want to go and try it.
I mean, they're jalapeno flavored, though. It's probably cheaper than buying jalapenos and putting jalapenos.
Because that's what someone did. Was like, I need to make this easier.
You know what?
Probably.
I like jalapenos, but there's not enough crunch. Bam. Done.
Or their jalapeno Cheetos spilled on their tacos.
Accidentally.
Yep, and it was like, well, I'm
Straight Family Guy. Your peanut butter got in my chocolate.
You do realize that that's a reference to an actual thing, though, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm just making sure I gotta check. I gotta check. I just want to make sure. Listen, I'll never eat it. Even if it comes here, it's not gonna happen.
Nah, that's your thing.
But is it? Would you go to? You want to go to Canada?
Yeah. I do want to go to Canada.
Wow, really?
Okay.
I thought the question was like, would you eat it? Yes, I would eat it.
Okay. Would you go to Canada to eat it?
No.
Okay.
No.
What if we're going to New York for New York Comic Con and Canada's right there?
Yeah, let's do it.
This was some.
Yeah, we just be in the car, like, hey, yo, can we make a stop to Canada real quick?
Yeah, you can make a stop in Canada real quick.
This guy looked at me like I must be the one driving. Hey, can we make it?
Just pull up to the drive-thru in Canada real quick.
Chances are I'm not driving if I'm not eating. I don't eat. I'm not.
Be like, I got you, yo. We go to I got you.
Right, and I'm gonna be like, got me what? I don't want nothing from there. Nothing. Not even a little bit.
Number 4.
While we're on the topic of fast food, why not switch to VR? Or just talk about both? McDonald's is coming out with their own VR headset. Similar to the Google Cardboard, the Happy Goggles will be made out of a Happy Meal box. They will be available in Sweden from March 5th to 12th and will retail for about $4 each.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
K's reaction. He's so quiet with his
Not at
reaction.
all.
Do we need Happy Meal VR goggles?
We don't. But this is the thing. Doesn't that... Let's say they're dope. Because everybody says that the cardboard ones from Google, like they work just fine. With your cell phone, whatever, right? So doesn't that beg more important, like, do we need a $600 VR?
No, we
They
don't.
work? Like if a Happy Meal box can suffice for your VR for $4,
I feel sorry for the VR community.
Sweden's $4.
Yeah,
Not American $4. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot cheaper for us.
probably.
So $600 for Oculus?
This is out of control.
We don't know what the PlayStation VR is gonna cost yet.
No, but we know that's coming, so.
But you know how mad I'm gonna be if I can play them games in a Happy Meal box.
Oh, yeah.
Don't smell like fries.
That's virtual reality.
Number 5.
Microsoft has finally detailed specs and features for the HoloLens. Along with all the tech specs Microsoft posted on their official Windows blog, they also mentioned that the development edition is fully untethered and self-contained. This means that the augmented reality headset does not require a PC or console to use it. Now we kind of knew that.
Right. That's something they've made very clear. Right. You don't need a PC to use.
Right, but that everything was contained within
Right.
all of the hardware, everything that runs it, all the software, everything is within the headset.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think that in just trying to make sure that people understand that wasn't like a fluke. That
Right.
now we're getting it out to people. You can actually use it and start
Yeah,
creating for it.
You don't need it to connect to anything.
Right, you can literally run
Take
this
it out the box and go.
and run it. And that's saying something. I mean, it's augmented reality, not virtual reality.
Right.
So it's not exactly the same thing, or doesn't necessarily need the exact same computing power that maybe a VR headset
Right.
does. But its ability to do things like understand human spatial commands and things like that certainly requires serious computing power. Like, I'm not going to go into all the specs and stuff like that here. Again, it's on Windows blog. You can go and look for yourself. But very different from, what we're seeing from VR and VR headsets, where it's like, all right, look, yes, the point of entry is going to be somewhere between $400 and $600, $400 and $800 now, because the Vive just announced that they're going to be $800. And then you still need like $1,000 rig to run it. That's a lot.
Yeah.
This being a self-contained piece of hardware / software is very interesting,
It is.
because it begs the question, can I leave my house in it?
How far? Ooh, does it?
Yeah.
Ooh, aha! It does.
So look, I say jump in and look at it, do some research, but that excites me.
Yeah, I've been excited about HoloLens since they first announced it and all that, and following it. Like, I'm waiting for give us a retail version or something like that, so I can get my hands on it. I'm ready.
I'll take a dev kit joint.
I'll take one too.
Hey Mike, or something.
We might have to go half on it or something like that. Figure it out.
Let's go trips on it.
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Sounds like a plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been #ICYMI. Do us a favor. Make sure you hit us on all the social networks. I don't need to list them for you, do I? You know what they are. We're at Loading Snacks. But make sure you send us an email. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Hit the subscribe button. Drop us a comment. And if you send us an email, make sure you send it to loadingsnacks@gmail.com. We'll put my name in front of that with a dot. And then you know what to do.
All the information's right there.
Yeah.
All the information's right there.
Kate gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep saying it to y'all. Toodles and loos, man. We out.
Loading snacks.
Of all time, man, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna have to go with the PlayStation 1. Why behind that? Now, of course, we know me. I love anime. I love stuff from Japan. That was probably the first console that I was actually able to play a Dragon Ball Z game on. As much as they came on Super Nintendo way back when in the day, but I didn't really have a way to have an imported Super Nintendo at the time. So I bought the little mod adapter, plugged it into the back of the PlayStation, and I was good. The only thing I will say is when I had that first Dragon Ball Z game, it turned out it was a fake copy of it. It worked! It worked!
That's what counts.
But I had to restart the game like halfway through, and that got annoying.
Terrible.
PlayStation 1 though.
Loading snacks.
What it do, Snackers and Snackettes? It's your boy New Joker, and we're here once again, MAGFest 2016, and I'm still here alongside with Gage as usual, and now we're in the corner. Who? And we got a special guest here. This will be Mike from Berserk Studios, and you have something awesome here that we actually just played a little bit of. Can you tell us a little bit about what we got going on?
Alright, it's called Just Shapes and Beats. It's a game about shapes and about beats. Yes, you're a smart one.
I passed the test.
1 star for you. So it's a musical bullet hell that's co-op as well. So all you're trying to do is just try to avoid the beats, which are represented by fake shapes.
Gotcha.
That's the entire concept of the game.
Gotcha. Like, idea, I guess, who came up with the idea of something like this?
Yeah, we came up with by the game designer, which is named Lach. He's one of my partner, and then he came up with this idea when he bought the CD from Danimal Cannon, which is parallel processing, at GDC 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He just fell in love with the song. He said, well, I need to make a game about these songs. So the entire game just came from this CD.
Awesome. So, indie game, so tell us, where is it available right now?
It's not available right now. It's a prototype that I got on the show floor. It's going to be available hopefully this summer. That's what we're really aiming for. It's going to be on PC, Steam, Windows 10, Google Games, and Humble. As well on one console. Not sure which yet.
Okay. Gotcha. Sounds like it's good. So, tell if everyone wants to kind of take a look and see what else you guys are, where can we find you guys at?
You can find all the info on justshapesandbeats.com, or you can follow us on Twitter, which is Shapes and Beats.
Heard it first.
Something special on Loading Snacks. You know what? It's co-op, so you know we gonna be
gotta
on
do it.
that.
We have to do
Left and
it.
right. But until the next time, guys, toodaloo.
Loading snacks.
Then, what's your favorite game system of all time?
PlayStation 2.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. Have a fond memory of me and my mother going to get mine. One, and two is a lot of the games that I had on it. I got a massive PS2 collection, but a lot of the games on it I'm still in love with to this day. Like it introduced me to Ratchet and Clank, Jackson Daxter, Yakuza introduced that to me, Vice City, Final Fantasy X, San Andreas. Like had such a great massive library and so many games I love to this day, and I will go back and play in a heartbeat. They just always stuck with me to this day, and I just love that console to death. That's it.
Go ahead, ask your question, bro. What's your question?
Simpsons or Family Guy?
Family Guy. You wanna know why?
Why?
I think Simpsons suck.
That's a valid point.
That's it.
That's it.
Loading snacks.
Do you want more snacks? Check out the Loading Snacks podcast, Snacking and Hanging. Now available on iTunes. If that's not enough, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Loading Snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage here, MAGFest 2016. Got the usual suspects with me, starting with
Sin.
and then I have
New Joker.
now Swing Fast is over here.
Coop.
Did you see there were extra folks here? Do us a favor, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Trev Wignall, and this is my bass player, Ben Plesser.
And now, what brings you guys here to MAGFest?
To play awesome video game covers.
How about that? Now, what do you guys go? Do you guys have a collective name? Is it just under?
Well, right now, it's under my name, Trev Wignall, but I do a lot of visual art collaboration with my brother, Dylan Wignall.
First of all, these guys did an awesome set yesterday.
Awesome set.
Wynn checked them out. Really dope. A lot of lights. But there was this, I guess he created a game that
He
was
did,
running,
yeah,
running in
yeah.
the back.
Yeah,
This is what happened. So we were watching the show, and I literally, I tapped him and I was like, I think he has like a Super Nintendo controller connected to a PC. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I think whatever's happening on the back screen, he's doing. That was pretty awesome.
Thank you.
That was pretty awesome.
Thank you very much.
And it went very well with what you guys were doing. So now, violinist.
Yes.
How did you end up taking that and turning that into something that you do game music on? Like, how did you end up coming here?
Yeah, so I started on classical violin, but I got really bored of it in middle school. And so I started doing improvisation. And of course I played tons of games as well. And the music from the, game music is amazing, it's great. And I always wanted to do video game covers and play video game music on violin. And then my second interest was electric violin too, because I always wanted to be in a rock band. And so in high school, I tried to get a band together, but it just never worked. So I said, well, I'm going to do my own thing. So that's how I got started with it.
Well, I'm going to tell you that, I've seen violinists play. I may have seen an electric violinist once. That was dope.
Thank you.
That was really dope.
Thank you very much.
So now, as the bassist, first of all, how did you guys meet?
So a short version of the story is that I had a coffee shop I was managing at the time. Obviously trying to make music go, but you got to pay bills.
That's right.
And he walked in one day, and as all conversations with me do, it ended up moving towards music.
Okay.
And what we found out was that my roommate actually does chiptunes under the name Hayato.
Okay.
And it turned out that he was actually opening for Trev at a concert in a couple of weeks. So that sort of started putting us in touch. We started realizing that we have a lot of the same interests in games and game music and all of that. And time I was only pretty much playing guitar, and then I started picking up the bass. And Trev came up to me pretty much as soon as I started doing that, was like, look man, I've been looking for a bassist forever. Will you do this for me? And I was in love with his tracks at that point. He's got such a unique sound. It's like definitely something new, something out there. And I was just gung-ho about it from day one since then.
So now, what brought you to MAGFest? I mean, have you been to MAGFest before?
So we've been here as attendees before. This is my 5th year back, actually. This is the 2nd year here. But what got us the ability to play MAGFest was that earlier last summer, then Trev actually did a show at MAGStock, which is slightly lesser known, but out Virginia, a little camping version of this. And he just killed it, absolutely destroyed the stage. And one of the bookers for MAGStock was there and was like, yeah, you need to apply for MAGFest. We need to have acts like you there. So that was very flattering to him, I'm sure. It was very fortuitous for me. And since then, we've just been sort of trying to get ourselves ready, trying to get everything set for this show, and I think it went over really well.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. You guys were awesome. So I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Sure.
What's your favorite game system of all time?
Nintendo GameCube, because of Super Smash Bros. Melee, Luigi's Mansion, Double Dash, Kirby Air Ride.
You're making it hard to argue.
I would respect something like the PS2 as an alternative. That system was incredible. I can respect Xbox 360 if you're into FPSs. But really, to me, the GameCube made up so much of my life.
Alright, what about you?
Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Super Metroid. The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah,
that's fair. All fair. Kirby.
Can't argue.
Yeah.
Very, very good choices. Do us a favor. Let everybody who's watching know where they can find you guys. Give us all of your social media, like whatever, everything you've got. Throw it at the book spot.
Got MySpace, throw that in there too.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, you can find me on Facebook, Trev Wignall Official. I've got a SoundCloud, Trev Wignall Music. I've got a Twitter, Trev Wignall. And last but not least, Bandcamp, trevwignall.bandcamp.com.
Alright, as for me, you can find me under my monogram Nanasaves Popo on Facebook, no spaces. Nanasaves Popo